Hey everyone. All right, so today we're gonna finish up the vent install. We're up here on top of the roof where we've got our hole, and for the actual tray that we cut yesterday after I got shavings in my eye and everything. So what we went ahead and did since that video was I finished that. Went ahead and came up here and drilled these holes all the way around the vent. Put in my case, I used carriage bolts, dropped them in there, and then compressed it. I left that sit overnight, and we added this, there's a certain name for this, butyl tape, it's got a weird spelling, I think it's butyl tape, around it, and that should and did provide a good seal. I could feel it on the insides as it kind of filled in those gaps. So today we're going to go ahead and clean the surface around it and then seal the entire thing up with lap sealant. And that's kind of the big thing to do today. Let that dry and then drop the fan right into it. So I'm up here pretty high. I don't have a huge ladder, so it's been a little bit of a process. So I'm going to be pretty careful up here. But yeah, so far the vent looks great. The install process went pretty smooth, all in all. That minor exception of getting a shaving in my eye. So now I'm just trying to clean this, remove any debris, because we're going to seal pretty much this entire thing, including the bolts. And the reason we want to do that is then it should be completely leak-proof, leak-free. Just cleaning up the surface here. Pretty good. All right, cool. So I've already cut and prepared this. This is the lap sealant. It should just come right on out. So we'll see. Always hesitant. Yep, it's coming right on out. So this is the self-leveling. So I don't fully know how to use it, but clean surface, dirt, allow surfaces to dry. It's dry. Room temperature, prior, blah blah blah. Yep, nope. It says it just should be good. So. This is self-leveling, which I'm assuming means that like I don't have to just put like a nice angle or anything, or like. So all I'm doing is going around the first edge, and also filling in the circulating, or going around in a circle around the bolts as well. Damn fly. Because the bolts can be a point of leaking. No leaks. used a fair bit of it already. I might have to go get my other one. I'm already out. Just about, anyway. Yep, and I'm out. Alright, well there went one can of lap sealant. Guess what, I only brought one up. I thought it would have been enough. So I'm going to have to go down and grab it. Looks pretty uniform. Pretty good. Alright, I'll be right back. It's a little bit of a process. Here we go. I'll be right back. It is sealing really nicely, it looks like, from what I can tell. The goal is to prevent liquids, water, getting inside. Any hole we see, we're just dabbing with a little bit extra. There we go. Pretty good. So at this point, I think we just let it dry. I'm just looking for gaps right now. If there's any type of holes anywhere, doesn't look like it. It looks pretty solid. Pretty good. So now we just let it dry, let it do its thing, and then we'll come back up and we'll fit the fan on it. Instead of doing a video, I'll probably just take a photo and post that of the fan sitting on top here. And then there's a tray that gets pushed up underneath to make a seamless seal on the inside. These bolts that, or the carriage bolts that I added are a bit too long, so I'll have to Dremel those down later or saw them off later. But we'll get to that when I start doing the roof. We won't do that now. But yeah, this is pretty much the installation of the vent. I mean, this is done. You can see how sturdy it is. It feels like it really is part of the roof now. It's not wobbly, shaky. It doesn't bend at all. It's in between two beams, so it's really structurally supported, as you can tell. Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, that's it for now. Thanks.